Hi there. So in the garage today to work on the 1090R to replace the long-lived Chinese El Cheapo running lights that I had on the 1090. That one still works. That one gave up the ghost. Let me demonstrate. I got some yellow film on that one. And that one got some water into it and eventually gave up. Light-wise, not too bad. Plenty noticeable. I'm going to replace them with some very similar jobbies that I got on Amazon, but you can notice it's got the center strip, a couple of other things. Came with quite a bit of stuff. Obviously the mount, decent instructions, connectors, some tie wraps. The only problem is these are meant for a car. So there's one light. There's my wife's car, probably about 5 or 6 feet away. So I obviously don't need all of this wiring. There's a second wire for the second light. There's the trigger button, but I just wanted to show you these with the light off. So can't probably see it. Oh, you can actually see it on mode. So this is the amber one, and then it's got a bunch of different modes. Then the white light, and then it goes into full spastic mode if you want it. Full amber spastic mode, amber and white spastic mode. And then it's also got, it'll also turn on the white and amber at the same time, which is pretty neat. And then obviously you can turn it off, and then it comes back to the setting you just had it back on. So game plan today is to obviously shorten that up. Christ almighty. So I'm gonna take off all this stuff. It's been a while since I took it off, so see how that goes, and shorten them up, and hopefully have you finished product for you soon enough. All right, so a little update here. I started on this end because, like a Muppet, KTM has a focus 10 amp. This is on all the time, and a 1 amp that's switched with the ignition. And the same thing here, there's a 10 amp, and then I'm using the 1 amp for a couple of small GPS and my radar detector here. So what I ended up doing is I was thinking I could fit it all in there. I didn't. So I ended up using a lot of the actual OEM wiring. Wire back to the lights. One key thing is, I mean, it doesn't look great, doesn't look bad, but with the kit, unless you use a relay upstream of it, controlled by the 1 amp switched ignition, the lights will stay on all the time, right? So right now you can see bike's off and the lights down there. I haven't mounted them yet. Bike is on. Switch is right here. Off, on, and then as soon as I turn off the ignition, light drops out, and that's exactly what you want. So you're going to need a relay upstream. Another thing too is the kit came with 15 amp fuse, which kind of got me worried because it was a shitload of draw. But in fact, it's an LED, so even with the 2 of the lights on, a 5 amp fuse is more than sufficient. So I ended up going direct to the battery, then to the relay controlled by the 1 amp accessory, which then turns on the relay for the lights and the switch. So I'll slap it all back together, put the lights on, go from there.